and welcome back to my channel. I am Shalina B, and today is a recap of January 2024. If you are new here, welcome. Happy New Year to you. Happy February as of this point, but Happy New Year to you as well. If you are coming back, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you all for being here today. Again, I am Shalina B. I am an entrepreneur. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom of 4. I believe in peaceful, harmonious, and simplistic living for me and my household. And those are things that I achieve by making sure that I have time for myself, I have time for self-care, and I don't neglect my needs when it comes to my family and their needs as well. And I strive to teach you to do the same, because I truly believe when you make yourself a priority, your home, your career, and your family thrive. So that's something that I do on this channel. I share lifestyle, motherhood, family, entrepreneur, and home type of content. So while you're here, you'll get a little bit of it all, but most importantly, you're going to get me making sure that I prioritize myself, making sure that I am present for my family. And I truly believe that those go hand in hand. You cannot be as present as you would like to be in your family if you do not prioritize yourself and you don't prioritize the self-care that you need for yourself. We go through many seasons, ups and downs, identity shifts, and one thing that's constant is that we are going to change, and we have to make sure that we cater to our needs in each season, even when we're taking care of our family, even when we are being there for our friends and other external factors. We have to keep ourselves first. So that is what I'm about. So I'm here to encourage you and to bring you along and to show you a little bit how I do some things. So if you don't know who I am, I just wanted to give you a little bit of that before we get started. So again, we're going to talk about my January 2024 recap. How was your January? I would love to know down in the comments. Are you a February is the official start of the new year type of person? I saw those memes all over the place, and they're so funny and they're so true, because sometimes it can be a lot to start right strong on January 1st. Or are you a start strong? Maybe you buttoned up your 2023 right on time, so you jump right into 2024. And I can say that I'm a little bit of both. I believe in easing into the year and wrapping up the 2023 year before getting into 2024. And I feel like that's what I did most of January. If you have not watched, I did a 2023 recap video where I talk about how 2023 went for me. I shared my traumatic birth story. So that's a good one. So if you want to get to know me a little bit and you want to see how I ended 2023, definitely check out that video. But yeah, I spent a lot of time just wrapping up 2023. I finally took all of my Christmas decor down. I feel like I pretty much kept it up throughout January, and that's very rare for me. But being that I had a baby in August, I'm still dealing with postpartum and healing and a new baby and 2 under 2 and a household of 6. So the time was very limited to really get on top of all of that. So I did not stress myself. I said it's gonna stay up and I'm gonna get it down when I have time to get it down. So no sweat there. If you still have yours up or anything, take your time, get it down when you have the time to get it down, because we don't want to stress ourselves. We don't want to compare ourselves to other people. If somebody's already taken theirs down and they have this perfectly Pinterest ready house, kudos to them. But look, we are going to take our time. We're going to slow it down, take it easy, and get things done as stress-free as possible. So when I think back on January, my goal at the start of the year is always to build better and build healthy habits. That is something that I thrive and I strive on, is building better habits, because when you build better habits, they turn into consistent routines, and that discipline eventually creates the system. It creates this machine that is well functioning, well oiled, and well run. So that is something that I love to do, because we're always going to have to change our habits, build our habits, create new habits. We have bad habits that we have to curb and, you know, change them into good habits. So that's something that we will always have to do, and that's something that I teach. That's something that I teach in my coaching and my content and consulting. So that is something that I do for myself as well. So building better habits this year was definitely something that I wanted to start the year, because I don't know about you, but when the holiday comes, you get a little lax. You aren't as routine as you typically are. You get off of your routines, and having the kids home for 2 weeks for break was definitely getting us out of our routine. So January, I took the time to get back on. If you don't know the 21-90 rule, it states that it takes 21 days to develop a habit and 90 days to make it permanent. I would even go to say that it takes about 120 days, and I know that there's some research that supports that as well, to really get that habit and that routine to where you would like it, into a permanent place. But the other thing is that life is constant, and what we can't count for is the day-to-day. We can't count for people and their moods and their reactions, because I cannot control how my kids respond each day. They may be in a good mood, they may be in a bad mood, but I can control how I respond to them. I can control my schedule and what I can do to the best of my ability. So like I said, there's always new routines to be created. And one routine that we start in our family at the top of the year, we do the Daniel fast. And the Daniel fast is a fast that Daniel in the Bible, he did to get closer to God, to hear from God. So he removed all choice foods. So back in the day, it was like foods and breads and wines, anything that is very enjoyable. They call it choice foods, really. So cutting out all of that processed stuff, anything like that. And then it's a way to just eat what's natural: fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, all of those type of things. And it's a way to draw closer to God. So you're praying, you're having a daily prayer life, you're journaling, you're doing your devotionals, you're just really getting close to God, because you're connecting with him, because you're removing that food aspect, that wine or that drink, whatever the vice that you have that you typically go to during stressful moments. You're going to God for those stressful moments. So that's something that we always want to do. And this year I knew that it was going to be different. I prayed about it, and I'm like, okay, God, we're doing the fast again. We know that it's always great, but this year feels different. I knew this year I wanted to dive deeper into what is fasting and why do we fast and what are the benefits of fasting. So that's what I did. I prayed about it, and I was able to do some research and just really dive deep into fasting and how it really mimics a daily prayer and a prayer life that we're supposed to practice anyway. Fasting is just kind of a jump start. It kind of slows us down in time to really get on that right routine, get on those healthy spiritual habits, so we can have a better prayer life, and so we can draw closer to God and lean on him for everything, because he cares for us and he really wants us to come to him for everything, good, the bad, the ugly. So along with that, I was led to share it with my subscribers. So I have a newsletter. So if you don't know, I do have a newsletter. You can join it down in the description box. It's a link down there. And I send out monthly encouragement for self-care, for home management, for building better habits, all those things to make sure that you are whole and that you know that you matter. So I love to affirm you and just give you good resources and tips and support along the way. So definitely join that. But also, if you're interested in the fast, join the fast as well. The link will be in the description box. I do have a playlist with Daniel fast, how to plan, how to prep, how to cook meals, all those good things, and some good resources there. But yeah, we did the Daniel fast, and I invited my newsletter subscribers to join. And I think and if you've been here, you've seen me talk about this on previous videos on YouTube as well. But so a lot of us participated. It was great, and I feel like overall, it was just really amazing to me. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't focus on it as like a challenge, because it wasn't a challenge. It was just me and my husband, something that we do every year. We wanted to get close with us. We wanted to get close with God. So we really we're intentional about our approach to this. So I just wanted to invite others along because I was led, but I didn't want to get caught up in thinking it's a challenge and we have to compete or anything like that, because that wasn't the case. But I invited others, and I hope that it was enjoyable. Those that if you did join or sign up, please let me know down below how it was for you. Did you enjoy it? Did you find the recipes and resources helpful and useful to you? And again, I welcome you to sign up. But it was really amazing. I feel like a couple of the benefits that came out of fasting was, again, you know, drawing closer to God, going deeper in the word, making sure that my prayer time, my time with God is a non-negotiable. My husband knows that as well. Yesterday, my kids had got up really early, and I was like, okay, I'll take the morning shift. And he was like, pray first. And he helped me to slow down before getting into my day with the kids to go pray and go and making sure that I have my time with God. So that also, having that partner, having that accountability partner, and having my spouse is a huge help in this as well. And us doing it together, we're just able to really help each other with our goals, with our spiritual goals, just that spiritual connection with God and with each other in our marriage. So that was definitely a blessing. And also disconnecting stress and food. So when I get stressed, I love pizza, I love cookies, I love sweets, I love all things comfort food, and I know I'm not alone here. So instead of leaning on that, I leaned on God, because during the fast I couldn't eat all that stuff anyway. So it helped me to really shift my perspective of what food is and why we eat food. So instead of, oh, I'm eating because I'm bored, or I'm eating because I'm stressed, you know, I'm eating to nourish my body, and I want my body to feel good. So I want to feed my body with good things. I don't want to eat and become gluttonous and greedy, you know, eating all these things. And now I don't feel good about myself, because in those moments where I do eat comfort food and I eat this 4 slices of pizza or however many, I don't feel good. I feel heavy. It's processed food. So then I'm paying for it the next day. So it really helped me to understand and have a better, healthier relationship with food, and making sure that I rely on God, that I'm talking to God in these stressful moments, talking to God when I get anxious. So I feel like those were huge benefits from this. And me and my husband were doing a daily devotional. We were connecting with the devotion, the Daniel Fast devotional that we were doing, and now we're continuing to do other devotionals. I'll choose one week, he'll choose another one, and then we have, at the end of the Bible app of the plans that you can do, they have a talk it over section, so you can type out what God is saying to you or speaking to you from that particular devotional, and then we can talk to each other about it. And I really appreciate that connection. We're just able to connect and talk in a different way, because this season of our lives is a very busy one. We have a lot of things going on. We're still getting used to having a family of 6. You know, we have other family members that we are taking care of and that we have to account for. We have other work and things that are going on. So it's a busy season, but to connect with God and to have that spiritual grounding has been so helpful through this season. So again, I want to invite you to the Daniel Fast to participate if you would like. Again, click the link in the description box to join, and you'll receive those recipes, those resources, and support along the way. The other goal that I had for January was to get back into my business. Once I found out I was pregnant with my baby girl, I found out I was pregnant in December of 2022. So after I found out I was pregnant, I really kind of went into isolation. I would say for the next 6 months, I was working business as usual. I think I wrapped up a masterclass. It was my Prioritize Her Peace masterclass, which just talked about how to have more peace in your life and kind of the steps to achieve that peace in your life. And I think that was in April. And after April, I kind of started to quiet, and I really felt God was isolating me a bit. He was just drawing me closer to him, drawing me closer to certain people. So I wasn't doing a lot of business aspects. I had written out my goals and everything for the year, and I just knew that I was going to finish strong, but I didn't. And I was pretty discouraged by it, but I had to realize, like, this season, I have to just grow this baby. That is my goal. I also, I had my son, my toddler now, he is almost 2, but I think he was about 6 months when I found out I was pregnant. So he was still young. I was still nursing while I was pregnant. So it was a lot. It was a lot to keep up on my body. and I was very tired, so I was unable to really go at full pace like I wanted to. So I knew that was one thing that I wanted to focus on this year, is really getting more consistent in my business, automating a lot of things, and just having a better system and a better flow so I wouldn't get overwhelmed and I would be able to manage my home but also make time for myself and my business. So I set out to automate and systemize different parts of my business. I got my newsletter back up and running. I've been on YouTube. I started YouTube. I've been on there for years, and I had one video a long time ago and I made it private. I talked about my miscarriage story and I ended up making it private. Maybe one day I'll put it back out, but that was my first video that I actually uploaded. But I started last year with Vlogtober. And then from then, I've been pretty consistent on YouTube. So I wanted to make sure that I had my YouTube schedule. So I figured, you know, twice a week for now was manageable with videos, with uploading and filming and everything. So I made my upload, film, edit schedule. Again, my newsletter, I said, okay, I'm going to come back monthly right now. And as I have special events and things, I can parse that out for each month. I've been theming my months. I've been working in quarters, so I know what things that I want to sell and what things I want to promote in my business each quarter. And I'm trying to figure out how to get back on Instagram as well, what content I want to post. So I've been really deep in the back end of my business, making sure that all of my scheduling and things are up and running, because I truly believe in my business and I want to get back to it. And that's something that I believe in, having something for myself, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a side hustle, something that you enjoy, you know, hanging with friends, whatever it is. I feel like it's important in each season to know what it is that you need and what you desire. And this season is for me. My household is getting together. My older kids are a little more self-sufficient, and my baby girl is starting to be a little more independent, taking her naps and things like that. So I'm able to maneuver a little bit better. I'm able to find a little more rhythm to my routine, even though day to day our days are different. But I'm thankful because I'm finally getting a chance to dive deeper in my business. I have more motivation. I have the discipline. I'm building the discipline and the consistency in my business. So I'm so excited to see what 2024 has in store for my business. Definitely follow me on Instagram, join my newsletter, continue on YouTube as I share some behind the scenes and just how I'm picking back up as a mom of 6 with my business, because it is not easy, but it's doable, it's attainable. So if I said a mom of 6, a family of 6, yeah, a family of 6. So it is doable. It is a lot of work, but you know, with the support from my husband and scheduling and having those routines and just structuring and systemizing and automating, that makes such a difference. But it can be done. So slowly but surely I am getting that done in January, so I can just kind of roll it out each month, tweak it a little bit. You know, if I need to change up my schedule, I will do so, but I'm making it really attainable. I'm trying not to fill up every second of every day, because life is life and life be lifing. So I'm very excited for that in January. And let me know down below, do you have a hobby? Do you have a side hustle? If so, put it down in the comments. If you don't, let me know what you would like to do, or just say, I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to do it. So I would love to respond to you, or love to just chat a little more about finding that. And in my newsletter for February, that's what I plan to talk about, is self-love. You know, February is Valentine's month and we talk a lot about love, but let's talk about self-love. Let's give love to ourselves. So we want to find our hobby. We want to find things that we enjoy. We want to find our non-negotiables. And if you have a family or household that you support, want to make sure that those are honored and those are supported, because you can be better to your family when you are better to yourself. So very, very, very important. So again, I invite you to join that newsletter and just hang around so you see what comes next and how I can encourage you to make sure that you spend that time for yourself. So that's pretty much my January. Again, we focused on the Daniel fast. I focused on getting my goals in place for the year, my business goals, my personal goals, my spiritual goals. That was just really important to me, making sure that I build these habits, making sure that I ground myself before the year. Because if you don't start your year grounded, you would just go fast and go nowhere fast, and we don't want to do that. So you want to start grounded whatever you need to do to ground yourself. I love to start with a fast, but whether that's journaling for you, maybe working out, whatever it is, just make sure it's attainable and that you start with that at the beginning of the year. And you can start up, so you can do that throughout the year. If you need a reset, you can always do that again. So that is what my January looks like. And again, for February is self-love month. So again, I plan to just show you how I plan to give myself self-love. Some of the things that I plan to do as I continue to heal from postpartum and lose weight from postpartum, because that's definitely a goal of mine. I've been making sure that my hair is done, that I feel good, that I'm putting good food in my body, that I'm wearing things that accent my body at this stage, at every stage. I want to love it at every stage, but I try to make sure that the clothes I'm wearing feel good. I don't want to wear frumpy clothing. I had to get rid of all my maternity clothing because it's comfortable, but it's not becoming, and it doesn't make me feel good in this stage of my life. So wearing the clothes, making sure that all my maintenance is taken care of. I get my nails done, my toes done, I get waxes, I get my eyebrows done. Those are things that make me feel good. They make me feel feminine, especially healing from postpartum, dealing with all the hormones, the ups and downs. It makes me feel special because I want to do it for me. Yeah, it's a benefit to my husband because he can look at me and benefit from the way I feel and I look, but ultimately it's for me. So it's for you as well. Think about that. You know, how do you feel about yourself? If you don't feel the greatest about yourself, what things do you want to change, or what things do you need to accept? So I know that my body can't just go down really quick. The snapback is not real, for me at least. You know, this is my 4th pregnancy and my 3rd delivery. So I've had 3 C-sections. I have twins, so I had 1 C-section. I had my toddler, that was a 2nd C-section, and my 3rd baby girl. So, and I had a miscarriage as well. So been pregnant several times, had C-sections several times, so my body has gone through a lot of changes, and I'm at my biggest now. So I'm like, I have to love myself at this stage. I may not like it, I may not always care for it. I'm gonna have days where I don't feel as pretty, but I really have to change my perspective and change what I can. So like I said, putting good foods in my body, doing some workouts. I've been doing this postpartum workout challenge. I think her name is Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. I will put it over, I'll put it right here so you see what it is, or you can see where her channel is so you can join as well. But I plan to do these workouts. They're quick little 15-minute workouts a day, and I feel like that's manageable with 2 under 2 at home during the day. So 15 minutes, I can have my prayer, my time with God, 15 minutes, I can do my workout, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. I make sure that I plan out my weeks, I plan my days, I meal plan, all those good things, just to keep me on task. So those are things that I'm looking forward to, that I'm doing for myself, my business, my self-care. I have non-negotiable self-care days where I'll go to the movies, I'll take my baths, other days that I'll spend time working on my business. But all of that is possible. But like I said, it took some work to get here, and I'm tweaking along the way, but it's necessary. So I want that for you as well. If that's something you desire, then definitely follow along with my journey. Let me know down below the things that you were looking forward to for 2024. What are you looking forward to in February? It's self-love month. How do you plan to show yourself some self-love and self-care? What kind of hobbies or hustles do you have or do you desire? Again, if you don't know, it is okay. No judgment. We will figure it out. Let me know down below if you just say, I don't know, or to give me the shrug emoji. I don't know. That we need to chat a little bit. Join my newsletter so you also can receive some more information during self-love month. It's Black History Month, so I'll just be sharing a lot of things in my newsletter, and that's a more real-time than YouTube, so and Instagram as well. So follow me on all platforms if you like what you see, if you're enjoying this, and to be a part of the little community that I'm creating, because I definitely want you to be a part of it. I want you to prioritize your self-care and be the best you can be. So if you've made it this far in the video, please put a heart emoji in the comments. Y'all know I love my heart emojis because I love love. I love self-love, and this is self-love month. So we're gonna show ourselves all the love and all the hearts. So you are welcome to put whatever colors or how many hearts you want, but let me know that you are here to this point. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for liking, commenting, and subscribing and sharing. If you have not, please do so. And thank you for joining this community. I can't wait to share more things with you in this month of February and 2024 throughout this year. I'm just so excited for this year, and I hope you are as well. Leave me a question down below. Leave me a heart. Just chat. Let's chat. I love to chat with you. So just leave me a comment below. Take care. Have a great February and self-love month, and I'll talk to you on the next one.